Hi there. I managed to set up my chocolate with the pocket in a really interesting way. A, B, C, and D via MIDI. So A is volume minus slash reverb on and off. B is volume plus slash delay on and off. And then C is back and D is forward. What that does for me, I'm going to just display, let's look at A. I hit A, reverb off, and volume minus, on, volume minus, and then B, the opposite, volume plus, delay on and off. Okay, now C is going to change to preset 4, D change to preset 5. Now C and D together, bank mode. And now C and D together again. Next 4 banks, I could choose any one of them, for example 10 with B. So I want to go down a bank, you hit A and B together, and let's say 5. Now if I want to get out of here, I don't have a home button, but you can press B and C together, and then you're back to your main screen. Now there's reasons I set it up this way, and it's quite complicated. I'm going to show you a spec sheet that I wrote down for those who understand. And for those who don't, I'm going to explain it. So basically this took a lot of trying to figure out, because there's nothing written anywhere, but I'm going to explain on the computer in a second. But for FX on and off, the code is 00. And for amp is 10, mod is 20, delay 30, reverb 40, cat 50. These are much more complicated, which is a few that I came across. Home button is 20 or 31, power press 21, etc. You could read this, pause it, and read it if you want to see. Now each one of these, for example, let's say I wanted to do home button, you can't just put in the regular, in data 1, 20, and in data 2, 0. That will not work. You have to use something called press release, which I will show on the computer in a minute. And you need to put in 2 values. One value is going to be data 120, data 2, 127. And the other value is going to be data 120 and data 2, 0. And I will show you on the computer. Okay, we're looking at the app on the computer. I recommend the computer because on the regular app, you will have to disconnect between the 2 devices every time you use the app, and that's quite annoying. On the computer, you leave it connected and just plug it into your computer. Okay, so you see we're in advanced custom mode. That's important. We're going to work back from first look at C and D. So D, remember, is the right switch. It's the go up one. You need to be in this mode. So press down release together. Then you need to put in these 2 codes, which is 35127 and 350. You double tap to open it. You make sure it's on channel 1, CC 35127, and then do in the bank B. Okay, it's glitching up. Sometimes it does that. That's how you solve it. Do the same thing, but this time make sure the second data point is 0. That's how you set D. And C is quite similar. It's just instead of 35, you're just going to have 34, 127, and then 34, 0. A and B are a drop more complicated, and that's not that much more complicated. 33, 127, and 33, 0, except this time we also want to, for B, so we're controlling, I believe I put the delay, so that's a much simpler code, just 3, 0, and you only have to put it in bank A. And the same thing for foot switch A. We got 32, 127, 32, 0. And then just to control the reverb on and off as well, we have 4, 0. I hope this helps some people. It was very complicated for me. This is my first time using MIDI. And it was like figuring out codes. This is like nowhere, none of this stuff is written anywhere. That's why I'm trying to share it. Good luck.